Hello everyone. Today I have some information on PowerPoint to share with you. Alright, if you want to achieve something like this on PowerPoint, where you can go to back to any of the pages by using link, go to page 2, go back to main menu without stress, by using link, then why not sit tight and follow me through the series of this series of steps I'll be showing you. Alright, let's create our PowerPoint. Right click, then click PowerPoint, wait for it to come up. Let's call this linker. Alright, so I'll double click to okay. The first thing I'm going to do to create a title only slide, then and let me call this one let me call it I5. So let's highlight it, make it bold, then align it to the right. Okay, the next thing to do is to create this block here. So let's do it together. Go to your drawing tools, click the rectangle and hold your left mouse key down and drag to the bottom. Okay, then instead of drawing another one, just press Ctrl D. Ctrl D. Good. Then press Ctrl D again. Press Ctrl D again. Let's make it 4. Alright, let's stop here. Alright. The next thing is to create this angler here. So let's do that. Click on this triangle, make it sketch, draw, and go to arrange. Let's quickly go to arrange. How we'll be able to finish this today. Rotate to the right side, to the right, rotate to the right. Alright, now come here and place it. Alright, now we need this button on all this block, so you can press Ctrl G from your keyboard to achieve this, to get a duplicate. Good. And you can as well hold down your control button, then in addition with your left key left mouse button and drag. You have a copy. Good. That's another way to do that. You can as well press Ctrl D, and which one we've not done? We've not done this one. What about this one? Then this one. Good. I think yes. Then you can highlight all or select all. Go to arrange and go to align and click distribute vertically. Alright, that's it. The next thing to do is to combine, let this hand lab merge with the block. So let's merge them one after the other. So hold down your shift button and click this button together. Go to combine and click combine. Then go to the next one, click this one, hold down your shift button to click the next one, then go to combine, shape union. Then go to the next one, hold down your shift button and click shape union. Now the next one, hold down this one, hold down this button, hold down your shift button and click on the blocks, then click on shape union. Alright, now the next thing to do is to label our buttons. Let's label our buttons. Alright, I want to give it number. As you can see from here, I number all these ones, so let's number them. We'll go to text box and make it drag down. Hold your left key down and drag down, then cut this on 1. Highlight it by pressing Ctrl A, make it bold, increase the font so that it will look big. Yes, big. I think we have something that can handle it, so we can make it much bigger. Good. Then we can now put it here. Good. Okay, this should be 4. So you can duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D. So now we need to give our block color. Which color can I give this first one? I'm going to give it let's go to fill. I like red. I really like red, so let me give the first one red. Okay, then go to gradients and make it look something different. Let's look for more gradient. Can we get more gradient? More gradient, please. No. More gradient, please. Good. Let's use this one. Giving it a touch of little black. Okay. Let's make this one to have a white background. To change the font to white, let's change the font to white. Good. think it's looking nice. Then let's merge the two together. Hold down your shift button, then hold down this one, then press Ctrl G for shortcut for merge. Ctrl G. Alright, now the next thing to do is to click here, click and say send back. Send back. Good. Alright, let's duplicate this one. So that we'll always have something to come back to. I use Ctrl G to duplicate that. Alright, let's give it 3. Then let's give a block another color by going to shape fill alright, then give this one white. Good. Let's merge them. Hold your shift down or button and press Ctrl G. Alright, then let's click on this one, right click and say bring front. Then Ctrl D to duplicate. Good. Let's give this one to a color. Let's fill it up with a color. Which color can we give it? Let's give it this one. Okay, you can also give it a gradient. Okay, let's leave it. It's not allowing us. We are not going to force it. Alright, so let's change this number to 2. Okay, final one. Right click and say bring forward. And then what do we do? This one, the final one, it's not showing, and say bring front. Double click and give it a white color. Now let's give our block, wow, yellow, green. This green is good. Let's give it green. Alright. Oh, supposed to be 1. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so let's merge this block by holding down the shift button, then press Ctrl G to merge them. What about this one? What about this one? I think we've done this one, I guess. Ctrl G, Ctrl G. Okay, I think we've done that. Alright, the next thing to do, giving it color. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's see from our, okay, let's create our content. The content, what do we want to go into these links? Let's right click, go to layouts and click title and content. Good. This will be better. Let's arrange it to the right. Good. Then we'll click. Let's just type some random sentences. Say let's say number one. Okay. Number two. Number three. Say number four, according to the number of our blocks here. So we can make it bold, and let's number it. Let's number them by clicking on numbering. Alright, this will automatically give it number. Alright, the next thing to do is to select all our block. Let's select all our block. If it's not holding down, then hold down your shift button. Hold down your shift button. Hold this one, then click this one and the final one. Alright, let's go to animation. What can we give it? Let's give it fly in. Let it fly in from the bottom. Then come to effect option and let it move from the left to the right. Nice. This is looking nice. What else can we do? Let's also work on this. Let's highlight it. Let's highlight it and go to animation as well and give it fade. Good. It's looking nice. Now the next thing the next thing to do is to click on animation pane and see how our content, how they are going to be displayed. Look at it here. This is the first set, the blocks. These are the blocks, and this is our content we just created that will go into all these links. Alright, so what do? Select this one from top to down. Okay, then go to start this part and click on click, and the next thing to do is to click on this next one to the bottom and click again this years. Good. Alright, now the next thing to do is to pick this line, each of this line from this part, and rearrange and move them to their corresponding links. Alright, you can see it's taking effect right from, you can see this one has changed to 1. Let's go, move this one to the next number. As you can see, it's showing, it has changed to 2. Let's go, and move this one here. See, it's showing 3 and this one for number 4. Wow, this is beautiful. So as you, whatever you do here will take effect immediately here, will be executed on this page. All right. Okay. What else can we do? The next thing to do is to create our slide. Let's create our slide. Right here you can right click and click new slide, or you can go to the home and click new slide. You can delete this one and go here, come here, go here and click. You can just click this one. Let's call it anything we like. You can just say the green flag. All right. You can go to, let's go to arrange, go to align and go to middle. All right, I want it to look good. Not really necessary. All right, let's give this background. What background should this be? This should go to number 1. So right click, go to format background and give it, what color is that? Green. Good. Done. Something adjust by right click, format background, give it green. Aha, good. Highlight this one, make it bold, give it a white. Good, this is better now. All right, you can duplicate this one, duplicate into 2 more, duplicate and duplicate again. All right, so let's choose the next one. So let's call this one, let's call it number 1, the first one. Let's call it number 1. Let's correspond to the first page, number 1, and number 2. Copy. Number 1. Good. Number 3. To this. Number 4. Alright, the first one is dark blue. So right click, go to format background. I think dark blue is this. The next one, what should we give it? Light blue, kind of. Yeah, I guess. Yes. And the final one, give it red. This red looking brighter. What about this one? This one. Okay. Alright, Now let's link. You come here, right click on this and say click on hyperlink or link. You may see hyperlink or link on your own. Then if your own is not, your dialog box is not showing this, just look for place in this document, click on it, then come here and look out number 1 for number 1. I5 is our main menu, so I'll say okay. So I'll go to the number 2. I'll say hyperlink or link and place the link number 2 to number 2. Say okay. So this next one, so it must correspond. Let's see. Okay, it is. So you say okay. Then the final one, right click, let's click on 4 and say okay. All right, that's it. We've linked all of them. Now the next thing to do, the final part, is to now link each of these page back to the main menu. That is what this, that is the what will give you comfort while teaching in the class, or you are having a presentation somewhere. So having that room to link back to your main menu, quickly link back to main menu or to any page, that freedom is what gives you comfort and allow you to flow with your audience or your students. All right, now we're still going to go back to this block, and since it's going to be linked back, so let's have it here, because on mine I was having it here, the first one, the one I showed you guys. So I think it should be somewhere here. So let's rotate it. Go to rotate to left instead of right this time. Then let's give it a white background. Let's fill it with white. Good. Oh, I'm giving it no fill. I don't mean that. Good, this is what I want. So now on this, right click and link it. The same thing we did while linking to the pages, so we're going to do the same. So this time now we are not linking to the page itself, we are linking back to the main menu. Say link. Then what you can do here, instead of creating another one, just press Ctrl plus C. That's Ctrl C to copy, and go to other pages and say click Ctrl V, and that will link back automatically. Ctrl V. Good. This will help you. So this, what you see here, this is your, let's say this area is called text area. So this is where you are going to put your picture, whatever you want to display, text and the rest. And if you have many of these pages, just create them, and you can link them back to any part applying this method I just showed you. Alright, so the next thing to do, final one, is to let's give it something of a bit of drama. So let's click all this, hold down your shift button. Before you hold down your shift button, make sure you select the first one or one of these pages, then hold down your shift button, then click to select all. Now go to transition and choose any of these, but for me I don't know, ripple. I love this flip. I want us to achieve the exact thing I showed to you, so you can decide to use something else. So I just want to stick to the lesson. Alright, Alright, that will be all. Save your work. Ctrl S to save, and let's test run what we've done so far. If it work out, high five. Hi everyone. Then page 1, page 2 by clicking, page 3, and the final page. Alright, let's see if we can go back to page 2. Oh, don't forget, if there is any error, you can go back and edit it. You can go back to main menu. Let's see page 3. Oh, I want to go to page 1. Oh, I can also move from here. So, and I just remember that there's something I didn't mention on page 2. I'll just click and just take me back to the main menu, and I quickly go back to page 2 instead of scrolling over and over and over. In case you have lot of pages to display and you don't need to start scrolling, just link them up and start clicking on the link, just like the way we do when browsing on the web browser. Alright, this is where we are going to round up, or where we're going to stop, and I hope to bring another interesting lesson to you next time. Atutalo means see you next time. Alright.